Ever wondered about the greatest rebel story ever told? I'm not talking about some action movie hero. I'm talking about a tale of cosmic rebellion, heaven-shaking war, and the ultimate fall from grace. This is the story of John Milton's Paradise Lost. And trust me, it's an epic like no other. So picture this, heaven. Everything's perfect, right? Well, not for everyone. There's this incredibly powerful and charismatic angel, Lucifer. He's second only to God, but second isn't good enough for him. When God announces his son as the new second in command, Lucifer's pride goes into overdrive. He feels slighted, overlooked, and he starts whispering seeds of doubt among the other angels. He basically launches the first ever smear campaign, convincing a third of heaven, his angels, that God is a tyrant and that they deserve more freedom. His famous line, "Better to reign in hell than serve in heaven." Talk about a mission statement. This leads to an all-out war in heaven. Imagine celestial armies clashing, swords of light, and chaos erupting in paradise. Lucifer, now calling himself Satan, leads his rebel forces against God's loyal angels, led by the archangel Michael. The battle rages for 3 days. The rebels even invent a kind of angelic cannon, which is a pretty wild detail. But ultimately, you can't win against omnipotence. Satan and his followers are defeated, cast out of heaven, and sent plummeting down through chaos for 9 days, landing in a fiery dark abyss called hell. Now, in hell, Satan isn't just sitting around moping. He's a planner. He rallies his fallen comrades, builds a magnificent dark palace called Pandemonium, and holds a council of war. They can't attack heaven directly again, so what's the new plan? Revenge. They learn about God's newest, most beloved creation, a brand new world, Earth, and its innocent inhabitants, Adam and Eve. Satan decides if he can't beat God, he'll corrupt God's favorite new project. It's the ultimate act of spite. So, Satan volunteers for the dangerous mission to journey to this new world. He sneaks past celestial guards, navigates the formless void of chaos, and finally arrives in the beautiful Garden of Eden. He's immediately struck by the innocence and happiness of Adam and Eve, and for a moment, he even feels a pang of regret. But his thirst for revenge is stronger. He decides his best bet is to trick them into disobeying God's one and only rule: do not eat the fruit from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Satan disguises himself as a serpent, finds Eve alone, and uses his silver tongue to persuade her. He flatters her, questions God's motives, and promises that the fruit won't bring death, but will instead make her godlike, wise, and powerful. His arguments are so convincing that Eve gives in. She takes a bite of the forbidden fruit. She then finds Adam and convinces him to eat it too, not wanting to be alone in her fate. The moment he bites, the sky darkens, the earth groans, and their innocence is shattered. For the first time they feel shame, guilt, and fear. God knows immediately what has happened. He sends his son down not to punish, but to judge. Adam and Eve try to blame each other, then the serpent, but the deed is done. They are banished from the Garden of Eden, sentenced to a life of hardship, pain, and eventual death. It's a heartbreaking scene, but it's not entirely without hope. As they leave, the archangel Michael shows Adam visions of the future of humanity. A future full of struggle and sin, but also one that includes redemption through the eventual sacrifice of the Son of God. So, while they lost their paradise, the poem ends on a note of hope, with Adam and Eve walking hand in hand into a new world, ready to face their future together. And that's the whirlwind tour of Paradise Lost. It's so much more than a religious text. It's a profound story about pride, free will, rebellion, and the bittersweet nature of knowledge itself. It forces us to ask some big questions. What's the price of freedom? And is it truly better to reign in hell than serve in heaven? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into classic literature. See you next time.